Welcome, esteemed viewers, to this captivating exploration of cosmic communication and the manifestation of abundance. In our previous session, we delved into how our emotions influence our reality and how the cosmos responds to our emotional vibration. Today, we'll dive even deeper into this concept, uncovering new dimensions of our interaction with the universe and revealing innovative ways to attract opulence into our lives. Let's imagine for a moment that we are like radio stations. Each of us constantly broadcasts a unique frequency, composed of our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. The universe, in this analogy, would be like a giant receiver, permanently tuned to our personal broadcast. Now, let's ask ourselves, what kind of program are we transmitting? Is it a news bulletin full of pessimism and scarcity, or is it a harmonious melody of abundance and gratitude? The key to understanding our communication with the cosmos lies in comprehending that it doesn't discriminate between what we desire and what we fear. It simply captures our predominant signal and returns experiences that match that frequency. Allow me to share a personal anecdote that perfectly illustrates this principle. A few years ago, I went through a period of intense financial anxiety. I had invested all my savings in a business that wasn't taking off, and I found myself on the brink of bankruptcy. Every night I went to bed with a churning stomach, imagining the worst possible scenarios. And do you know what happened? The more I worried, the more complicated my situation became. It was as if I was broadcasting an SOS of scarcity to the universe, and it responded by sending me more and more situations that justified my fear. It was then that I had a fortuitous encounter with an old mentor. Seeing me so dejected, he shared a wisdom that would change my life forever. He said, "The universe doesn't understand negations. When you focus on what you don't want, you're actually inviting more of it into your life. The key is to tune your internal station to the frequency of what you do want to experience." These words were like a ray of light in the darkness of my mind. I realized that I had been broadcasting a program of lack and desperation 24 hours a day. I then decided to radically change my broadcast. I began to visualize my business thriving. I focused on feeling the emotion of having satisfied customers, of seeing my bank account growing. Even in the most difficult moments, I strived to keep my transmission tuned to the frequency of abundance. And something extraordinary began to happen. Little by little, things started to improve. New clients appeared as if by magic. Collaboration opportunities emerged that I hadn't even imagined before. In a matter of months, my business had not only recovered but was flourishing in a way that exceeded my most optimistic expectations. This experience taught me an invaluable lesson: our external reality is a direct reflection of our internal broadcast. When we change our frequency, the universe has no choice but to respond accordingly. Now, dear viewers, I ask you, what kind of program are you broadcasting to the cosmos? Is it a transmission of abundance and infinite possibilities, or is it a broadcast of limitations and scarcity? Remember, the universe is like a cosmic mirror that faithfully reflects our predominant vibration. It doesn't judge whether what we feel is good or bad. It simply returns experiences that match our emotional frequency. Let's now move on to another powerful analogy. Let's imagine that our mind is like a garden and our thoughts and emotions are the seeds we plant in it. Every feeling of gratitude, every thought of abundance, is like a seed of prosperity that we sow in the fertile soil of our consciousness. On the other hand, every worry, every feeling of lack, is like a seed of scarcity that, if we let it grow, can become a weed that chokes our plants of abundance. The good news is that we are the gardeners of our minds. At any moment, we can decide what kind of seeds we want to plant and which ones we want to uproot. Let me share with you the story of Isabel, an artist who transformed the garden of her mind. Isabel had grown up in a home where money was always a cause for concern. As a result, her mental garden was full of financial weeds, limiting beliefs about the value of her art, fears about her ability to make a living as an artist, doubts about whether she deserved success. One day, Isabel decided to become the conscious gardener of her mind. She began to uproot, one by one, the weeds of her limiting beliefs. Every time she found herself thinking art doesn't pay, she stopped and replanted that thought with "my creativity is valuable, and people are willing to pay for it." Isabel didn't stop there. She actively began planting new seeds of prosperity in her mental garden. Every morning, she watered these seeds with affirmations like, "I am deserving of abundance, my art attracts prosperity to my life, and every day I discover new ways to monetize my creativity." The result was astonishing. In a matter of months, Isabel's mental garden transformed from a wasteland of scarcity to a lush oasis of abundance. Her art began to sell at prices she previously considered impossible. Prestigious galleries sought her out to exhibit her work. And most importantly, Isabel finally felt at peace with the idea of being a prosperous and successful artist. Dear viewers, I ask you, how is the garden of your mind? What kind of seeds are you planting each day? Are you cultivating flowers of abundance, or are you allowing weeds of scarcity to grow? Every thought, every emotion, is a seed we plant in the garden of our mind. And just like in a real garden, the seeds we plant today will determine the harvest we reap tomorrow. Let's now move on to another fascinating perspective. Let's imagine that our relationship with the universe is like a constant phone conversation. Every thought we have, every emotion we experience, is like a message we send to the cosmos. When we focus on scarcity, on debts, on lack, it's as if we were sending a text message to the universe saying, "I don't have enough, I need more." And the universe, true to its nature of reflecting our thoughts, responds by sending us more experiences of not having enough. On the other hand, when we focus on abundance, on gratitude for what we already have, on opportunities for growth, it's as if we were making a call to the universe saying, "I'm grateful for all the opulence in my life, and I'm ready to receive more." And the cosmos responds by sending us more reasons to be grateful, more opportunities for growth, more abundance. The good news is that we have total control over the messages we send to the universe. At any moment, we can decide to change the conversation. Let me share with you the story of Martin, an entrepreneur who transformed his dialogue with the cosmos. Martin used to spend his days complaining about how hard it was to make money, how unfair the economic system was, how impossible it was to achieve financial success. It was as if he was on a constant call with the universe, repeating over and over, "Life is hard, money is scarce, success is for others." One day, Martin decided to change the conversation. He began to send different messages to the universe. Every morning, he started his day with a gratitude call, thanking for everything he already had in his life. During the day, he sent abundance messages to the cosmos, affirming, "I am a magnet for opportunities, success constantly seeks me out, prosperity flows to me with ease." The result was transformative. As Martin changed his dialogue with the universe, his reality began to reflect this new conversation. Business opportunities started to appear as if the cosmos was returning his call. His company began to grow exponentially. And most importantly, Martin finally felt in tune with the frequency of abundance. I ask you, what kind of conversation are you having with the universe? Are you sending messages of scarcity or abundance? Are you ready to change the dialogue and tune into the frequency of prosperity? Let's now move on to another powerful analogy. Let's imagine that the universe is like an infinite ocean of possibilities, and we are like ships sailing in it. Our thoughts and emotions are like the rudder that directs our ship. When we focus on thoughts of scarcity and limitation, it's as if we were steering our ship towards turbulent and dangerous waters. On the other hand, when we focus on thoughts of abundance and infinite possibilities, it's as if we were sailing towards calm and prosperous waters. The key is to understand that we always have control of the rudder. At any moment, we can decide to change the course of our ship. Let me share with you the story of Laura, an executive who learned to navigate the waters of abundance. Laura had spent years steering her ship towards turbulent waters. She constantly worried about not being good enough, not deserving success, not having what it took to succeed in the corporate world. One day, Laura decided to change the course of her ship. She began to visualize her career flourishing, focused on her strengths instead of her weaknesses, and started to see every challenge as an opportunity for growth rather than an insurmountable obstacle. The result was amazing. As Laura steered her ship towards calmer and more prosperous waters, her career began to flourish. She received unexpected promotions, leadership opportunities presented themselves that she hadn't even imagined before, and most importantly, she finally felt confident and deserving of her success. Now, dear viewers, I ask you, where are you steering the ship of your life? Are you sailing towards waters of abundance, or are you trapped in a sea of scarcity? Are you ready to take the helm and change course towards prosperity? Let's now move on to another fascinating perspective. Let's imagine that our subconscious is like a powerful computer and our beliefs about abundance are the software that programs it. Limiting beliefs are like viruses in this software, creating errors and malfunctions in our prosperity program. Beliefs like money is hard to earn or I don't deserve to be rich are examples of these mental viruses. On the other hand, empowering beliefs are like software updates that optimize our abundance program. Beliefs like I am a magnet for prosperity or I deserve abundance in all aspects of my life are examples of these powerful updates. The good news is that, just as we can update our computer's software, we can also update our mind's software. We can eliminate the viruses of limiting beliefs and install new empowering beliefs. Let me share with you the story of Carlos, a programmer who applied this concept to his financial life. Carlos was brilliant in his job, but when it came to his personal finances, his mental software was full of viruses. He firmly believed that programming doesn't pay well and that I'll always be struggling to make ends meet. One day, Carlos decided to apply his programming skills to his mind. He began to debug his mental software, identifying and eliminating limiting beliefs. Then, he started to install new empowering beliefs. Every day, he repeated affirmations like my skills are highly valued and well compensated and I constantly attract financial growth opportunities. The result was surprising. As Carlos updated his mind software, his financial reality began to transform. He received better paying job offers, started charging more for his freelance services, and even developed a successful app that generated a passive income stream. Now, I ask you, how is your mind software? Is it full of limiting viruses or empowering updates? Are you ready to become the master programmers of your prosperity? Remember that abundance is not something external to us, something we must pursue or conquer. True opulence is born from within, from our thoughts, from our emotions, from our constant communication with the universe. Each of us has the power to transform our financial reality. Whether we see ourselves as radio stations broadcasting to the cosmos, as gardeners cultivating the garden of our mind, as captains navigating the ocean of infinite possibilities, or as programmers updating the software of our subconscious, we have the ability to create the life of wealth and fulfillment we desire. The path to prosperity begins with a simple change of perspective. It begins with the decision to see money not as something scarce or difficult to obtain, but as an abundant energy that flows freely in the universe. It begins with the choice to see ourselves not as victims of economic circumstances, but as powerful creators of our financial reality. So I invite you, dear viewers, to begin rewriting your prosperity story from today onwards. Start by examining your current beliefs about money and abundance. Are these beliefs serving you, or are they holding you back? Challenge any limiting thoughts and replace them with empowering ones. Next, pay attention to your daily thoughts and emotions regarding money. Are you constantly worrying about lack, or are you focusing on gratitude and abundance? Remember, every thought is a seed planted in your mental garden. Choose to plant seeds of prosperity. Practice visualizing your ideal financial situation. See yourself living in abundance, enjoying financial freedom, and having the means to pursue your passions and help others. Feel the emotions associated with this reality as if it were already true. Take inspired action towards your financial goals. While mindset is crucial, it must be coupled with practical steps. This might mean learning new skills, seeking out opportunities, or starting that business you've been dreaming about. Cultivate an attitude of generosity. Paradoxically, one of the best ways to attract abundance is to give freely. This doesn't necessarily mean giving money if you don't have it to spare. You can give your time, your skills, or simply your kindness. This creates a flow of positive energy that often returns to you multiplied. Practice gratitude daily. Appreciate what you already have, no matter how small it may seem. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance and signals to the universe that you're ready to receive more. Be patient and persistent. Remember, just as it takes time for seeds to grow in a garden, it may take time to see the full manifestation of your new prosperity mindset. Trust in the process and keep nurturing your abundance consciousness. Surround yourself with positive influences. Seek out people, books, podcasts, and other resources that reinforce your new abundance mindset. The company you keep and the information you consume can significantly impact your thoughts and beliefs. Finally, remember to enjoy the journey. Prosperity is not just about the destination, it's about finding joy and fulfillment in the process of growth and transformation. Dear viewers, you have within you an infinite wellspring of abundance. By aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with this truth, you open yourself to a life of prosperity beyond your wildest dreams. The universe is waiting to respond to your new broadcast of abundance. Are you ready to turn up the volume? Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. May your path be filled with abundance, joy, and endless possibilities. Until next time, keep shining your light and broadcasting your prosperity to the cosmos.